Dharma Bites is brought to you by Free Buddhist Audio, the Dharma for your life. Our work is funded entirely by donations from our generous listeners. If you would like to help us keep this free, make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. Thank you, and happy listening.
So just say a couple more things in this area of working with the poisons, working with difficult mind states. So it's a really big area of practice, and one that can regularly trip us up. Somewhere in Living with Awareness, Bhante talks about meditation working with the bedrock of the mind, pointing to the really deep, strong tendencies, working with the coal face of the mind, possibly he says as well. So I think it's worth bearing in mind that meditation is a courageous undertaking, and really take ourselves into account in that way, take it quite gently. But there's a little story that I wanted to say in this regard, and it's one of the top 10 moments of David Attenborough. He's in Africa. They've got this opportunity to film him meeting the gorillas, and they've got no idea how the gorillas will respond. They're obviously wild animals. They're quite territorial and they're tribal and they live in their group. They don't know how close David will be able to get, as well as the cameraman. So you have him sort of mimicking the gorilla's movements. He's crawling through this long grass to get into where they are. And he's delighted. He's just so delighted. You can see this. He's got this massive grin on his face. You know, eventually one of the gorillas come quite close, and one of them puts his arm around David. And I think at some point they might even sort of start grooming him, picking off his fleas, or looking for them. And it's a really, really delightful moment. In part, his delight is part of what makes it so delightful. But it's a very dangerous situation as well. It's potentially very dangerous. And what it does for me is it speaks of that courage of going into a situation where you can perhaps be with something big and scary and with the potential to overwhelm us, but be with it in a different way rather than a tight, sort of closed, fearful way. Or the opposite, in a way, not quite appreciating the danger and going in all gung-ho and reckless. Probably more my way. So sometimes I think about David Attenborough and the gorillas in relation to our scary, overwhelming mind states. Being with fear or strong judgments about ourselves, or just being with vulnerability in a new way. And having just a little bit of that interest and openness to the experience, the simple awareness. So we are in touch with whatever feelings there are. They're part of the picture, part of the landscape. But there's a willingness and a wish to meet and connect with whatever's happening.
We hope you enjoyed today's Dharma Bite. Please help us keep this free. Make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. And thank you.